Hello, welcome back. Hopefully this is going to be a nice quick one today. What we have is a PSP sent to me by a friend of mine, which is apparently playing up with the left directions. So either the analog stick or the D-pad, all the buttons is playing up. So let's go to settings, and now system, control with buttons on this system. Yep. So let's go home, close that. So they all seem to work. Now let's go to this PKG, and I think it's going to start scrolling down. Yeah, ignore that, but yeah. So yeah, the up doesn't work on there. So let's get this apart, and then I'm going to try replacing the analog stick to start with. But first of all, I'm going to replace that screwdriver for one that isn't completely mangled. It's a lovely day out there. I should really be out enjoying the sunshine, but I know if I go out there on the sun lounger, I'm just going to fall asleep, as I've just got back from an extended weekend jolly to Canada. Had to take a controller, well, I had to go to Amsterdam on Friday morning, collect a controller for a submarine that's on a cruise ship, and then take it to Canada. And it is now 3 o'clock Tuesday afternoon, so it's been 5 days of flights and faff, but definitely would do it again. Because it certainly was an experience. Right, that can come out. The back should come off now. Nothing in there, of course. I hate peeling the backs off on these things, they're a nightmare. As obviously I don't want to break anything because it's not mine. There we go. And if I smash the screen, I'm going to be fairly hacked off. That can come out. Oh, good, I've not lost it. we're still on. Obviously there's no sound anymore because the speakers are in this back portion of the case, and they connect to the motherboard via these two little connectors there, which then touch the board and create some sound. So we can have this turned on and put that back in there. Go back to PKGJ, watch it scroll down lots, and then I'm just going to unclip that, and we're still scrolling. Okay, let's unclip the next one. So that's the L button. Now we're going up. Let's plug this back in. Okay. I'm going to unplug the other button. No, we're still getting scrolling. So, in that case, let's pop the battery over here. Disconnect that and that, and yeah, it has stopped scrolling now. So I'm going to pop this out. Go and find another one. Okay, what have we got in here? We want a left PCB. So, what on with the buttons? Let's have this one. Nope, still going. Okay, that's interesting. Let's try another one just to be sure. Oh no, they're both right. That is the only left one I've got, he says. Yeah, you'd be right as well. That is the only left one I've got. Let's see. No, the ribbon cable's gone from there. Oh, that's annoying. That's so annoying. Okay. Let's disconnect this horrible little one from there, shall we? And then connect that one back in. I'm half wondering if it's anything to do with that, because that looks a bit iffy. I don't think I've got a spare of any of that. Let me go and have a look. Fortunately, that is a big fat no. I don't have another one of these cables laying around. So let's just give it a squirt of IPA. Right, that's had a bit of IPA on that side. Fix it back in place, and that seems to be okay. Let's put this back in. Take the L button back out. Pretty sure it's got something to do with that ribbon cable, of which I don't have a spare. Oh, bugger. Right, I'm gonna have to see if I can find another Vita 2000 to take apart. I'll be back shortly, because that's no good like that. Annoyingly, I'm going to have to take my Vita apart because I don't have anything to take it apart with, so that's all right. I need to take that out of there. Okay, let's just get the screws out. Past 3, and I want this video transcoded and up by 6 o'clock. This could be pretty tight. To say the least. That should be nice and easy to open this because it's been apart countless times. I'll put my back over there, out of the way, and then I want to take this and my buttons, put them there. Pop this out. And I can just hoik this out of each end. Right, let's put that to one side. Bit of corrosion coming on there, so I'll just give that a clean. Put that out the way. And then for this one, I am just going to put that out of the way for a second. Make sure that's all right. Yep. Plug it in here. And you better not be. Yep. Let's plug the analogue in. Well, we'll get the L button in. See if it's off. So it's not that cable. Okay, right, let's take this out again. Let's put this one in. No, still doing it. Still doing it. Bearing in mind nothing is connected apart from, it could be the touchscreen. I don't think the touchscreen works with that. Right, let's bring my one back again. And we'll take this out of here. They're still going. Now, that is quite a conundrum. Is this the touchscreen? That's the screen full stop. Yeah. Oh well. I'm gonna have to take this whole board out and put it in another shell. Right. Let's see what this Vita. Is that a slim? Yes, it is. So let's see what happens when we put a power cable into this. So I just want to see if that screen works. Take the power off of that. Put that to one side. Let's retrieve this. Hoik the battery off because I bet that's flat. Right. Oh, that just doesn't turn on. So I guess it's going to be an entire... That's not plugged in for starters. But yeah, that's yeah, I'm going to tear this down and put the board from this one into this one and see if it's the touchscreen. So I'll be back later. I'm shattered now. I'll do this later. There's going to be no video today, sorry. Right, let's get back to this. So when I left this last, this was still scrolling around being an absolute nightmare. So there's... And this... was fine, I believe. But let's turn it on and find out. So this has got the motherboard in from the other system. Yes, okay. So that should just sit there and... No, see that? Still scrolls about, so something is. Up with it. I just don't bloody know what. I'm going to put the other motherboard back in here and see what happens. So this is my motherboard. Put the camera back in here. So by all rights, this should just be fine. This should be how it was before I started tinkering, and it should not be scrolling, and my slimline Vita should work perfectly as it should, he says, being very hopeful. Which it does. So there's definitely something wrong with this motherboard. Could be anything. Oh, there's so many of these little resistors and capacitors and whatever else. It could literally be anything, but that's clearly not scrolling away in there. But if we put the other one back together, it's going to go back in and then start going nuts, isn't it? am at what we shall call a complete loss. Like it works fine. No, it doesn't, see. See? That's ridiculous. Just to be on the safe side, I'm going to pull that out and I am going to replace that analogue stick. Just wait for it to load, I suppose. Okay, so I've updated the Vita Homebrew browser. Hopefully there is a button tester on here. Doing my flipping head in now. This really is. Let's take this off. Now, I'm sure I had another one here. I did. Let's try that. What are you saying, PKG? You're saying exactly the same, aren't you? And even if I remove that, right, okay. Let's give that a clean. Now this, I'm a little bit wary about because it's my system. Seems as though that doesn't want to quite fit. Well, let's try it again. Plug everything in. And let's see what happens, shall we? Yeah, what a surprise. It still does the same twaddle. PSP, no. I want Vita homebrew, really. Yeah, right. I'm going to see if I can find a button tester. I'll be back. Right, here we have a Vita 2000 analog stick. I'll sod off. Okay, so you're telling me it was actually the analog stick all along. Even though, so what, when it's unplugged, it does that stupid That's ridiculous. Well, I think I've lived and learned something today. That I've wasted all of your time. And that this analog stick is coming out. I mean, it should have 2 screws in there. So someone's been in here before. Let's put that in. Well, I should be happy because this is potentially fixed now, but I'm not, because I missed such a, I didn't, because I fucked about doing everything else. So, okay, if you need to replace a motherboard on a PS Vita Slim / 2000 model, this will probably be a helpful video because you've seen me strip it all down. But oh, for God's sake, yeah, that's Yeah, okay. Oh dear. Yeah. Well, I am going to put this back together and stop recording because there's no point watching me put it back together. You've already watched me take it apart and I've made this video far too long already, so thanks for watching. It has actually turned into an actual repair, so that's good, and I've got 2 Vitas to put back together. Thanks for watching. Sorry this has been late. It's been absolutely chaos lately, what with work and this job. So I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks a lot. Bye.